Yep, here we go right here. Another potential trade package, of course, involving the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm not surprised. Lakers, big market team. They're always involved with these trades for getting stars. And the Lakers, they're going to have to give up Austin Reaves sometime soon. There's no way they're going to be able to extend him with all that money. And it's better if they trade him before next offseason rather than giving him up for nothing. And there is a big rumor going on when the offseason begins that the Celtics, they could break up their team considering that they just lost to the New York Knicks. And they're not going to be able to keep everyone, considering that that starting five for the Boston Celtics is making $197 million next season. That starting five of Holiday, White, Brown, Tatum, Porzingis. That team is going to look completely different next season. With Tatum also being out, I think Holiday and Porzingis could be moved for the Boston Celtics. And this is a potential trade package I'm seeing online, with a proposal between the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers. Trade proposal right here. I'm going to move out the way so you can take a look at this. Basically showing off that the Boston Celtics would send Jaylen Brown to the Los Angeles Lakers, and in return, the Boston Celtics would get Austin Reaves, Dalton, Knecht, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe, Vincent, Maxi, Kleber, and a first-round pick from the Lakers. The Celtics make this trade. They add in a lot of bench depth. If they trade Holiday or they trade Porzingis, then the team could look different. But let's say they keep them in this hypothetical. Holiday, White, and then you also bring along Tatum if he is fully healthy, and Vanderbilt, Porzingis. Let's say all those guys just happen to play together. But losing Jaylen Brown would be a big problem. Horford's also a free agent, so the Celtics, this championship team, that championship core is probably going to be gone. Their window might be closing considering what's happening with Tatum's injury and having to give up key players. As for the Lakers, a big three of Luka, Jaylen Brown, and LeBron would be great on paper. Only problem is I say on paper because big threes, they just don't happen to work anymore. Big threes don't work anymore in the NBA. We saw what the Phoenix Suns did, and the Lakers would have zero bench depth on this team if they were to give up a guy like Jared Vanderbilt, who was a big key piece for the Los Angeles Lakers the past few years. They still have DFS. They still have Rui Hachimura. So you could play DFS or Rui at the 4 and then play Jackson Hayes at the 5. Only problem is bench depth, you need to have it to win. On paper, though, a big three of LeBron, Luka, and Jaylen Brown would be nice. Only problem is it's hard to make that happen. For sure, Luka and Jaylen Brown would be the best backcourt duo in the league by a mile. I wouldn't mind Jaylen Brown on the Lakers because he'd be a good defensive player. But I don't think this is going to happen. I think the Lakers just go after like a center. I think the trade for getting Bam is more realistic than getting Jaylen Brown. But let me know in the comments what you think about the Lakers going after another potential star player.